NBA All-Star Weekend was one to remember as we had a lot of unexpected winners, where Bam Adebayo won the Skills Challenge and Derrick Jones Jr. won the controversial dunk contest. With me now to discuss the unforgettable nights are Derek Mims and Jormoree Woods. How are you guys?
Good. How are you today?
Pretty good.
Good to have you on here. Okay, so let's talk about All-Star Weekend. This is probably going to go down as one of the best controversial. Yeah. It was everything. It was a whole shebang. So Jormoree, I'm going to start with you. What was your overall reaction for All-Star Weekend?
You know what? It was probably one of the best All-Star Weekends we've had in years. Everything literally came down to the final shot, final second, final everything, final dunk. It was a great experience, All-Star game, the dunk contest, three-point shootout came down to the last shot. Everything was just perfect, and we couldn't have expected anything better.
What about you, Derek?
For me, I feel like the dunk contest was probably the highlight of the weekend. I don't think Derrick Jones Jr. Well, I think he should have won. I don't think the other guy got robbed because, first of all, Derrick Jones Jr., his dunks were better.
They weren't.
Yes, they were.
No.
He had more consistent dunks going on throughout the show, and everybody just started jumping over people.
But he kept doing the same dunk over and over again.
Everybody started doing the same dunk.
No,
everybody
what?
just started jumping over everybody.
Aaron Gordon did not keep doing the same dunk.
Yes, Aaron Gordon had 3 good dunks. Jones Jr. had like 4 or 5, but that's my opinion on it.
Come on.
You're probably not gonna like it, but he had.
I'm just saying, the dude jumped over a 7'6" taco, and he looked
cool.
And even if he clipped him on the head, that's still what, a 7'4" dude.
He didn't even clip his head; he clipped his hands. His hands were.
But I can't give you the win on a dunk contest on a dunk somebody's already done like twice in the night already.
What are you talking about? What dunk?
They've been jumping over people like the first 4.
Exactly, and he ended it by jumping over a
but no
2nd
one
dude.
jumped over a 7-footer.
Yeah, but he jumped over a 6'9" guys pretty much. I mean, it's not the same thing, but come on. It was the same dunk.
He was doing.
I can't give you a win on the same dunk.
I think he was doing higher degree of difficulty dunks than Derek, because Derek was doing the same thing. Don't get me wrong,
his
it's very
dunks were more
impressive.
consistent, though.
Look, people don't realize how hard it is to jump over a 6-foot tall guy. Okay, we can't do that. I
No,
mean, even in
none of
my
us can
dreams,
do
I
that.
probably couldn't even do that.
I
But
want to.
he kept doing the same dunks between his legs, then doing the power
But
dunk
those were
there.
good dunks, though.
They were great.
The one between his legs where he jumped over the one guy.
True, but dude, one off the side where Marco folds to the rebound and he.
That was probably the best dunk of the night.
Yeah, that should have won him there. Did you
He
not
should have
see-
saved that one
Did
for
you
last.
not see
That's the
Giannis's
only reason.
face? Giannis couldn't believe it.
He should have saved that dunk for last. That's the only reason I don't give it to him.
That's perfect dunk.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Look,
You
all in
should have
all,
ended the show with that one.
I think we all agree Aaron Gordon got robbed. Anyways,
did.
let's
Aaron Gordon.
Let's move on to the
Just a
All-Star
second.
game. That has been the biggest criticism of any All-Star weekend. Now, Derek, do you think that did you like this format? Do you think they should keep it?
Yes, they should keep that format because it made the game watchable throughout the whole game. Like, because I remember growing up, All-Star games were boring in like the first 3 quarters, and then like if it was close in like the 4th quarter, then they'd start playing all of a sudden. But all in all, I like how they reset the score after each quarter. I feel like it kept the game interesting, and like when you had the target score in the last quarter, it kept everybody in the game. It was pretty good. I like it. Lucas should have played more, but hey, can't get everything.
I mean, it's the young buck. Like, hey, you sit this down, let the veterans take care of this. You can do this when you're. What about you, Jormoree?
I agree. I like the format. This was something new to everyone, and it literally made every quarter competitive. Everything came down to the wire. Trae Young, daring Luka to shoot at halftime. It was just perfect. Like, everything was great, and literally came down to the last minute on every quarter. And so it just made more of a camaraderie. Everyone was challenging. Everyone was battling. You know, it made everything watchable. It was so much action, and I would love to see it every year after this.
Because other than that All-Star game, the only other watchable All-Star game in sports is probably the MLB All-Star game. Because the Pro Bowl, nobody really does anything. Nobody really does anything anybody else except the MLB All-Star game and the NBA All-Star game. And now, since that's competitive, it's something to look forward to in the future.
I do agree. I think the NFL Pro Bowl is probably the most boring to watch.
I don't watch it anymore.
And it also made it better with the Kobe and Gianna tribute.
Yeah,
as
I like
well.
that.
It just
That
made
was
the
good.
24 and the 2 on the back of the jerseys. Everything was great.
Yeah.
So.
So real quickly before we leave, let's move on to the next topic. Chris Bosh, he was not named a finalist for the NBA Hall of Fame. That includes Kobe, Tim Duncan, and Kevin Garnett. This would, if Chris Bosh made it, it probably would have made the best Hall of Fame class, but it's still a great class. Jormoree, what do you think about Chris Bosh not making it?
You know what? As a hometown guy, one thing I learned was Chris Bosh is from Dallas, Texas. So he brought a championship to Lincoln High his senior year of high school. So as a hometown guy, as a DFW guy myself, I feel like he should have been named to the Hall of Fame. I mean, it's just like, it's Chris Bosh. The Miami Heat retired the #1 jersey, 2-time champion. He can't do no wrong. He pass, score, anything. So I feel as if he should be in that list as well.
All right, so what name did you say got into the Hall of Fame?
Kobe, Tim Duncan, and Kevin Garnett.
Kevin Garnett.
Yeah.
So Chris Bosh is kind of below that level, right? I think that's why they didn't put him in. That's why they didn't put him in, though. That's why they didn't put him in.
That's not the
You
question.
said Kobe, Tim Duncan,
Is he a
and
Hall of
Kevin
Famer?
Garnett.
He is
Yes,
a Hall of Famer.
but he's
There
not
you
going to get in
go.
this year. He's not going to get in this year, though, because you know how the weird Hall of Fame is. Even though everybody gets in, I felt like it's special now. Even since Kobe passed, so now they kind of have to keep it a little exclusive. So you're going to give Kobe, Tim Duncan, and Kevin Garnett. That's really
I don't know.
all you're
One thing
gonna
I
put
can
in.
say, 2 of the 3
Bosh
that did
is a
make
Hall of
it,
Famer,
they
though,
did
yeah.
come right out of high school. I will say that about Kobe and Kevin Garnett, but I still think Chris Bosh is up there.
And
with
look,
the
all I'm
elite.
going to say is that his career was cut short due to the
Yeah, we know that.
Yeah.
the little injuries
That's
that he
true.
had overall.
And LeBron kind of cut his career short,
Yeah,
too.
absolutely. So it was a
11-time
career cut
All-Star,
short. He was
though.
a great big man. He was just as important in that Miami Big Three as
Yeah,
LeBron
yeah,
and
he
D-Wade.
was.
I don't think they
Outstanding.
would have done as well. All right,
Sure.
but thank you guys. All right, but when we come back, it's Trivia Thursday. Stick around with me and Green Screen.